An introduction to Google Colab. Google Colab is a document that allows you to write, run, and share Python code within your browser. It is a version of the popular Jupyter Notebook within the Google suite of tools. In order to start Google Colab, you will click on the following hyperlink, colab.research.google.com. I'm going to click on it right now, and it will take you through to the following website. Right, and it says, getting started, data science, machine learning, add a section, welcome to Colab, explore, so forth, so forth, so forth. And they even have some videos out there, right? It'll be lovely if you could try it out. Whether you're a student or a data scientist or an AI researcher, Colab can make your work easier. Watch the introduction to Colab. So let me click on introduction to Colab. It takes you through to a YouTube video. And I'd love it if you could watch that. Introduction to Google Colab.
I'm Jake Vanderplas, and I'll be your guide today as we look at what Colab is all about. Google Colab is an executable document that lets you write, run, and share code within Google Drive. If you're familiar with the popular Jupyter project, you can think of Colab as a Jupyter notebook stored in Google Drive. A notebook document is composed of cells, each of which can contain code, text, images, and more. Colab connects your notebook to a cloud-based runtime, meaning you can execute Python code without any required setup on your own machine. Additional code cells are executed using that same runtime, resulting in a rich interactive coding experience in which you can use any of the functionality that Python offers. For example, here we define a variable containing a range of 10 numbers. In the next cell, we loop through this range, printing the square of each number. For convenience, we use the Shift-Enter shortcut rather than the play button to execute the cell. Cell outputs are not limited to simple text, however. They can contain any number of dynamic, rich outputs. For example, we can search Colab's built-in library of code snippets and insert code to create an interactive data visualization. This particular visualization is created with Altair, one of several third-party visualization libraries that Colab supports. Colab notebooks can be shared like a Google Doc, and for this purpose, it's useful to use text cells to provide a narrative around the code you've executed. Text cells are formatted using Markdown, a plain text document format that's rendered on the page. Markdown format is simple and powerful, allowing you to add headings, paragraphs, lists, and even mathematical formulae. If you would like to share your notebooks with others, you can do so via Google Drive sharing, or even by exporting your notebook to GitHub. The notebook is stored in the standard Jupyter Notebook format, and so the notebooks you create can be viewed and executed in Jupyter Notebook, Jupyter Lab, and other compatible frameworks. The convenience of sharing notebooks means that you can find and explore many interesting notebooks around the web. One useful collection is the SeedBank project at research.google.com/seedbank. For example, the neural style transfer seed shows how to use deep learning to transfer styles between images and includes a link to a Colab notebook where you can run and modify the code. To learn more about Colab, visit colab.research.google.com and find the Welcome Notebook, where you will find links to tutorials and other info about Jupyter and Colab notebooks. You can also find the remaining videos in this series, which will explore Colab in more depth. In the next video, my colleague Lawrence will explore how to install TensorFlow using Colab and how to use different runtimes to access things like the GPU. See you there. Hi, I'm Jim.
Great. So I'd like it if you could watch that video. Now, what I have done is I have Google Colab, and here's my Google Colab, right? So the first thing that I'd like you to do is to rename Google Colab a notebook. Right on the top left-hand corner, it says rename. You go out there and you will rename it, right? So let's give it a meaningful name. There's my name, Prinavin, press enter. Now, if I like to share this, I could always do it by clicking on the top right-hand side. I'm going to say share notebook, and I can share it with you via the link, or if I have your email address, right? So let's see whose email will pop up. Let's see. All All right, so let's share it to my. There we go. I got shared it to my DUT account. All right, I can post a little message. Hi, I am sharing my Colab notebook with you. All right, and I'm going to say send. Great, so I've sent it. Now, the person receiving this link would be able to access my notebook and edit the code. The other thing that I'd like to show you is, let's go to File, open a notebook. Let me open up my notebook that I have. Do I have one that's yes, there's my student. That's my student's notebook. Click on File, open Notebook. And there we go. She said, Print, I'm studying to become a data scientist. Wow, NS Shlangwani, right? In order to add more code to that, I'm going to say click on code and let me type in print, open parentheses. What can I say? Welcome to BAAI 102. Okay, so that's our course name. And in order to run the program, click on my little, I call it my samosa, and it says run. It's executing, saving, and oh, it's taking. It's going to say, there we go. Welcome to BAAI 102. All right. So if I want to add some text, I'm going to add in some text out there. Let's go and add some text. Say, that was my first statement in Python, right? So there's my text. That was my first output statement in Colab using Python. Now let's see, I can make this nice and bold, big. If I like, there we go, it's bold. Maybe italics, maybe increase the size of the font, right? And okay, how's that? That's great. So there we go. That was my first output statement in Colab. Now all the notebooks are saved on my Google Drive. So let me go and have a look to see if it's saved. Oh, by the way, I think I received an email. Open up email. Yay, I've got an email. So it says Prinavin Govender shared an untitled notebook with me. That's me. Right, so there's my link and I can open it. Right, so let me go and have a look at my Google Drive. Click on Google Drive. There's my Google Drive out there. And there it is, N. Shlangwani, right? There's my document, there's my Google. And that's my notebook as well that I opened, right? So it's saved on my Google Drive. There's some other documents we're going to go through, all right? Files. Well, that's all for now. I'm going to stop the recording. I hope you watch this and you try it out on your own.